Well, folks, it is this evening, and we've had 2 firefighters that were missing, and they're still missing, so give them your prayers. They're our heroes. And it's sad. So if you're in Orlando and you've been watching Click Orlando like I have been, then you already know. And if you've been watching your news, you know. It's so sad what's going on in our time. And so let's take a moment and pray for people all over. Dear Heavenly Father, please allow us the strength to get through the hard times in this world. They just seem to be around every corner. They're breaking hearts and leaving families in despair. And worse, lonely after they're apart. We have to show everybody love and courage in this time. And folks, I've already offered people that matter, and I've told them I will go there myself. I have my drone. I just can't do anything even for myself. And God, allow us the opportunity to help them somehow. Allow us that opportunity to find those firemen alive. However, we have faith in you no matter what. We know that the hard times is just our choice in this time. That there is justice in this world, and it's the justice that you provided for us in love. I'm sharing that justice. Oh Lord, help me share that justice with the people that make me so excited every day. That fills my soul with energy and thrusts me forward in the knowledge of your power. Oh Lord. Amen. For you and for everybody too. It's such a hard time. Grab the people in your life and let them know that you care about them. It's that time. Folks, what I'd like to do is, and we have a few things I want to talk about always, and what I want to do is something a little different, is I haven't been giving Twitter a lot of attention in comparison to these other avenues, well, especially Facebook. And I've given so much time, just like many of us have, to these social media platforms, and if you have spent a lifetime coming up with the right answers, the social media platform doesn't give you any more points for that. The truth, it holds no value to these folks. It holds value to us. That's why if we're ever to do anything about the problems we see, not just to be able to say them, which is great, you need information to be empowered, but not just to say them, but to also have a solution. Folks, that's powerful, because then you're not just sending out the bad information and saying it's all sad at the end, but you're showing the way forward, how we can have such a beautiful world, and that it's possible, and it's only 2 years away. This next election, we can have that in America. But anyway, I digress. So we're going to start this off with Twitter. We're going to try. I think I got it right. I think I have too many tags though, so let's see if I can fix this. Ah! I think it's trying to connect. So, how has everybody been doing? I hope great. Please, let's have a conversation when I come on. You see where this story is headed. This is the evolution of your happy healer, and we are growing, and it's amazing. Share what questions you have. What are you struggling with? I want to hear that stuff, guys. I can help you with that. I help my friends all the time. Oh yeah, you better believe I help them all the time. And hi everybody on Twitter sphere. This is your happy healer, Keith Landi. And just so you know, I know many of you that have been following me on there, which is not really so many at all. I give so much energy towards getting out the truth and love. And it's such a great truth. And it's so empowering. And I want you a part of my story. It's a special one. And I'm growing this. And it gives me pleasure. It's an honor and a privilege to serve humanity. It gives back so much. So I invite you into my life. I want you in my life. Please come into my life. And let's all start loving. It's the power that gives. Remember, greed has to take from love to live. Never forget that. It's just so true. And this is my first time ever going on Twitter live, which I think is a new thing, but we'll see how that goes. And God bless everybody on Twitter. We'll be back again. I just wanted to do this live while I'm also on the air. And just to make this extra special, now we're going to let you go. Bye-bye to Twitter sphere for now. Yeah, your happy healer is such a dork. And I like it. I love it because I'm just going to be me and I'm going to bring it. And I have so much to say. And so many people that they haven't been in the same shoes that I have been or struggling with the same things, they also have a lot to say. We all have a lot to say. And some people who have struggled more than me, they have a lot to say. And on my program, I want to hear them too, even though myself, I have a lot to say, and I'll tell you why. And we'll be putting people on here that can help this, because perspective matters. We're all coming from different perspectives, but essentially want the same outcome, love. And that's what I recognized, that love is a binding force. That love is so powerful. I can come out and show my true colors, love, and that I show it every day. And I have it here for you to see in every which way I possibly can. It comes out in the truth of my life. I'm selling my home, or I'm trying, so I could do this bigger, so I could try and do it better and brighter, so I can lift hearts, and I don't have to be condescended on so hard. But I love my life, make no doubt. I love where I live. I live in a beautiful home. It's small, it's modest. I feel like I have God's energy right here, and quite frankly, for myself, I'm very happy, and I could stay here forever doing this, serving God's purpose. I'm so happy doing that and loving. So, what I want to do is I want to do something different that nobody has ever tried before. I want us to realize, many of us know, and we already get it. There's so much going on in this world and in our lives, and we matter so much. And I say, look into me. I am your happy healer. I know who I am. When you're talking to me, it's the spirit talking out. I'm just using this body as a vessel, just like the rest of you. We're all so special. We're all so special. That's why I send those weird tweets out and stuff, just to remind you that we're not the body. There's nothing there to be ashamed of. Really, we all owe it to each other to be so loving. I tell some of my friends, they don't understand where I'm coming from. That covenant between a husband and wife, where they say, you know, it's us, we'll love. Families do this. Close friends do it. We'll love each other. And we'll have that human loyalty, but just between us. It's a covenant just between them. And then, to the rest of the world, we will beat them down and take everything we can, so we can just have our little covenant. And they have their secrets. All of you do. With your relationships and everything, it's not good, it's not healthy for them, while it plays you against the rest of humanity, doesn't it? in so many ways. And so I've said, and as a single guy, there's nothing wrong with this. And I can't enter into that same covenant. I love humanity too much. So I'm a single guy. And it's funny. People say to me, well, don't you want a boyfriend or a girlfriend or anything like that? And I said, when I was fit before, I remember sleeping with people and they would be so thankful. And I would say, why? I don't get it. I'm doing this for me and for you, I guess. I'm a nice guy. But and I get it. And I get that people, they desire each other. And I'm desired in some cases. And sometimes it's me desiring someone else. But that in humanity, we can actually gift people that. I gift people that. Why not? Why is that a bad thing? I've had sex with people because I love, and that even hookups are loving in my world. And I don't even have many of them because I don't have time for that right now. I don't have time. I'm working too hard on this mission. In fact, I haven't had sex in almost a whole year, it feels like. Well, maybe about a whole year. And it's been so long for your happy healer. In fact, I was much heavier then. And I'm just focused on moving forward. And it's beautiful when you get that love energy in you. You're always so ready to do something great and so excited, and life is never boring. And you never get depressions. You never get any of that. Love doesn't leave you in despair. And there's always somebody right there. And there's always our maker. Remember, you have value and purpose and a reason for being here. And sometimes that covenant, it gets in the way of the love that you should have for everybody. So here is what my idea was. I have been working on cultivating my purity for a long time. These other candidates that are in the race, they have not been doing anything to make themselves more pure. They keep pointing back at us that we are the problem. But we know that great leadership is where it all starts. And we also know that our friends, in some cases, are, well, I'll be honest, in most cases, almost in all cases, have issues with their deeper thinking when it comes to understanding the truth. And they have issues with their overall belief in God. And then beyond that, they have further things they struggle with. And I want to somehow connect into those people. And I know that we can develop a connection to make the purity that we're talking about feel more real. It's so important because that's the problem. We look for perfect candidates and we get perfect liars. We know that now. Our country is going into despair. And we used to say, well, if your greed was just kind of like ours, not so bad, but we understand that's love that makes concessions. Greed is all about demands. Never forget that. So the corruption will always be there. Not until you get somebody pure from the bottom, and that they were pure when they started, and that to get up, they didn't have to go ugly or go greedy. That's why I say support your happy healer up. And it's got to be a ground up movement. And that's what we're in it for. And that's my idea. Because I live a pure, happy, wholesome life of giving back. And I get it. I understand business. I understand sanity. And I understand the complicated truth as it is, that every person is different. Greed has one solution for all, whereas love makes a solution for every individual situation. And that's why we need love. So always remember that. I wanted to drop that, guys, on you, and that it's the perception that makes the difference. And I'm going to be back on again shortly. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.